and bound him 1,000 years. And that's speaking about you Edomites, man. Okay, you Edomites were bound for 1,000 years during that Byzantine Empire, all right? During the time of the Dark Ages, man. You were bound for 1,000 years, okay? You weren't in rulership, you were the lower class of society. Just like the Israelites, just like we're the lower class of this society, you were the lower class in that society, okay? And it says, and cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more. So you were in the bottomless pit, which is speaking about Europe, all right, and there was a seal upon you, which means you couldn't come up out of that condition that you were in. The Most High put you in that position, okay? Just like he set you up now to rule the planet, he put you up in that position at one point in time. And the Most High is going to take you out of this position and put you back where you belong, all right? And it reads that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loosed a little season. So there's going to be a time period, all right, that this, which is now, that we can clearly see this is the time of your end, all right? That this little season will be up, man. You've already been ruling the little season, man. It's been 500 years, okay? So that little season is up, man. So the Most High is about to take you out of power and put us in power, man. All right? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the Israelites according to the Bible. They will be put in power in your stead, man. All right? And you will be put on below all other nations. Okay? This is the judgment of Esau and Edom. All right? And you Israelites, you would rather this Edomite continue to rule. Which shows you how messed up in the mind you are, man. You can't see the destruction that he has caused not only to you, but the planet Earth, man. The Earth is completely polluted right now, man. All right? Under the rulership of this devil. You Israelites are miserable. All the people of the earth are miserable. That's why there's more third world countries than there are first world countries, man. Because that's a result of the rulership of the wicked. Let's get Proverbs real quick. This is Proverbs. This is Proverbs 29. Proverbs 29 and 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And that's the condition that the earth is in right now. The people are mourning, man. Why? Because the wicked beareth rule, man. All right? Which are who? These Edomites. These Edomites are known as the wicked according to the Bible, man. And since they're bearing rule, the earth, the people of the earth are mourning. Okay, and not only the people of the earth, but the earth itself. All right, Salakia. Zip this up. Yeah, not just the people of the earth, but the earth itself, the animals. Okay, all the living creatures are mourning because this devil is in rulership, man. All right, through his greed, what does he do? He pollutes the earth. He destroys. All right, where it might be a forest. A lot of trees, he'll cut it down, and, you know, and create a casino or some stupidness, or a parking lot, or a business, or a business place. Okay? Because this devil is anti-life. Matter of fact, let's get Isaiah 14. Okay? So, like I said before, man, if Esau, Edom, if the so-called white man continues to rule this planet, the planet will be destroyed completely, man. All right, 1/3 of the water is completely polluted, man. What are you supposed to do after that? After all the water is polluted, man? How are people gonna live, man? All right, this devil must be taken out, man. The Most High. That's why the Most High is gonna destroy him through his son. Okay, Yahushua, he's going to come back and absolutely destroy these devils. All right? Let me get Isaiah 14 real quick. This is Isaiah 14 and verse 8. It says, yea. Now, matter of fact, let me start at verse 7. I'll start at verse 6. Okay? It says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruleth the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth him. And that's speaking about Esau Edom, man. All right? He's the one who dropped the bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, man. All right? That was cruel, man. He did that upon kids. There was babies there. All right? That was cruel, man. All right? He's the one who bombed Wall Street, man. Had you Negroes in slavery, you so-called Native Americans, man. He had you burned you, fed you to dogs. That's what he did to you so-called Native Americans and you so-called Latinos, man. All right, he's the one who ruled the nations in wrath. Let's continue. It says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindered. So no one's going to be able to stop this persecution, man. Because this persecution is ordained from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. This is ordained from the Heavenly Father, man. Okay? You get mad at us for telling you what's going to happen. And you should be getting mad at the person who's going to allow it to happen, man. Who's going to make it happen. Okay? Because we're just the mouthpiece. We're just the messengers of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Okay? We're pushing his word out. Okay? But what he's going to do is going to come from him, from his power. From the power that he possesses, not from us. It says, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing, man. So when this devil is taken down, the whole earth is gonna be singing, man. They're gonna be rejoicing at that, man. They're gonna be happy at that. Okay? Because that's gonna be the end of oppression. That's gonna be the end of a wicked rulership. Okay? Well, oppression in the sense of a wicked rulership. They're still going to have to serve their punishment for 1,000 years. But after that, these nations are going to be able to enjoy the earth. Alright? And it says, yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us, man. Alright? So since this Edomite has been laid down, there's not going to be no fellas, which is lumberjacks, that are going to come up against these trees, man. Because like I mentioned before, there's something called deforestation, man. They're doing that, cutting down all the trees, man. All right, that's called deforestation. All right, and who's responsible for deforestation? The so-called white man, these Edomites, man. All right, he's responsible for that shit. Okay, he like to blame humans, man. When it has to do with him, he likes to put it on humans as a whole. No, it's not humans, it's you. Okay, you're the problem, man. These Edomites need to stop blaming their problems on humans. Because believe me, man, the so-called Africans and the so-called East Indians are not responsible for global warming, man. That has to do with your rulership, man. Okay? If you have a captain of the ship, and just because they contribute to it by following after your ways, that doesn't make them the culprit in the problem. If you have a captain of the ship, right, and he's the one leading the ship, telling everyone what to do, and the ship hits an iceberg, are you gonna blame the team? No, you're gonna blame the captain, the one who's leading the ship, man. All right. This is the whole thing. Okay, they're getting those ideas, those thoughts of doing those pollution and all that from you, man, and your rulership. Okay, because Esau has the opportunity, right? He knows the technology has already been invented for him to have cars run on water. All right, many people have already came up with those different inventions, man. Nikola Tesla's one. There was one African guy, one so-called African, which I believe he was a Jake, all right, an Israelite. He came up with that same invention, that same concept. But what did they do? First of all, he went up missing, okay, because that would come into their oil profits, man. All right. Because this devil is all about what? Money, man. He's all about profit. He's all about greed. Okay? He's not about he doesn't care. He couldn't care less about the earth. He would basically Esau to get rich. If you had half of the ocean, he would pollute half of the ocean to make himself rich. That's how these devils think, man. And that's why they can't be and continue to be in rulership. Let's get matter of fact, where was I going? Habakkuk. Let's get Habakkuk, man. Because we're going into Esau today, man. Because you Edomite, you're gonna come down, you're gonna come with that slander, you're gonna, you know, but people are realizing who you are. They're seeing you for what you are, man. And like I said, that Venezuela thing, man, that's a very significant, man. Really, I was rejoicing at that, man, because people, the fact that the people, the average person is realizing this devil, all he does is go to other nations, set up coups, right, create problems, and then pretends to come with the solution. All right? That's why there's that thing in Job, I have to find it, the vile man will be no more called liberal. Because these Edomites are vile, man. Speaking about you so-called white people, man, you guys are vile, man. All right? You come acting like you're coming to give peace, but then you come and destroy, man. All right? Look at Iraq. Look at Libya. Those places were way better than how they are before the so-called white man came in there, man. All right? He came, he brought death, man. All right? Let's continue, man. This is Habakkuk. This is Habakkuk. This is Habakkuk 2 and I'll start at verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say